Maybe I'm too woke, but I want us to really think about what being in a Chinese time of our lives really implies. Something I find interesting about this recent semi-ironic fetishization of Chinese culture is that it went from centering the culture itself to centering the non-Chinese people who engage with it. We went from jokes about the Chinese century, where the focus is clearly on the juxtaposition of China and the United States as political entities, to jokes where people say that Chinese food is just food to them, which, despite playing on the normalization of Chinese culture in the United States, actually works to other it. I'm going to pull from Thesis 4 of Jeffrey Cohen's Monster Theory here. It's a literary analysis on the role that monsters play in our media. In his words, "The monster is difference made flesh, come to dwell among us. In its function as dialectical other, or third-term supplement, the monster is an incorporation of the outside, the beyond, the exaggeration of cultural difference into monstrous aberration." Cohen means this to say that monsters in media often embody the fears of the societies that created them. Like how Muslims in French media, for example, are often portrayed as monstrous both literally and metaphorically as a reflection of French Islamophobia. But I actually want to flip this thesis on its head. I want us to think about that last part of the quote, the exaggeration of cultural difference into monstrous aberration. The whole premise of "I'm so Chinese that Chinese food is just food to me" is that it's unnatural, monstrous even, for a white American to view Chinese food as being deracialized. The joke acknowledges Chinese food as being foreign, and then places the white American in that foreign space by turning them so Chinese. The white American is being othered from whiteness via their proximity to Chineseness. They are the exaggeration of cultural difference into monstrous aberration. And this is only made clearer when we consider that the joke doesn't work the opposite way around. Imagine a Chinese American saying, "I'm so Italian that Italian food is just normal food to me." It doesn't work because in America, European food genuinely is just food. The humor isn't derived from the novelty of engaging in a foreign culture. It's derived from the juxtaposition of what Cohen calls the within, in this case white Americans, engaging with what Cohen calls the monstrous difference, in this case Chinese culture. I want to draw a comparison between these jokes and anti-miscegnation rhetoric. During the Jim Crow era, a white person who dated outside of their race was seen as being less white and more colored due to their proximity to blackness, in the same way that a white person who, say, eats Chinese food is less white and more Chinese due to their proximity to Chinese culture. This paints Chinese culture as something that's incompatible with whiteness or Americanness. The only way you would engage with Chinese culture is if you were Chinese yourself. And so, in an effort to promote the integration of Chinese culture into American life, I think these jokes are actually doing the opposite.